Do you wake up every morning with that nagging knee pain? Do you feel your fingers stiff when trying to open a jar? Or maybe your back complains every time you get up from a chair. If you're over 50 and tired of living with these joint pains that seem to get worse every day, I have news that could completely change your quality of life. Today I'm going to reveal 3 scientifically proven foods that not only eliminate inflammation in your joints, but also strengthen your muscles naturally. And at the end, I'll share a special recipe, a powerful tea you can make at home that has surprising results in just the first few weeks. Stay until the end because this final revelation might be exactly what you've been looking for. My name is Naim. I'm a nutritionist specialized in integrative medicine, and for over 15 years I've been helping people over 50 regain their mobility and vitality through functional nutrition. Unlike conventional treatments that only mask symptoms, my approach goes straight to the root of the problem, the chronic inflammation that silently destroys your joints. What I'm going to share today isn't just theory. These are solutions tested on thousands of patients who have already managed to drastically reduce their pain and recover the freedom of movement they thought they had lost forever. If this content is making sense to you, leave a yes in the comments and subscribe to the channel by activating the bell because every week I bring proven strategies for you to live better after 50. Let's start with the first food that can revolutionize your joint health: turmeric combined with piperine. Turmeric isn't just a common spice, it contains curcumin, a compound that science considers one of the most powerful natural anti-inflammatories on the planet. A study published in the Journal of Medicinal Food in 2019 compared the effectiveness of curcumin with traditional anti-inflammatory medications and discovered something impressive. Curcumin was equally effective in reducing joint pain, but without the serious side effects of medications. But here's the secret that few people know: curcumin alone has low absorption by the body. That's where piperine comes in, found in black pepper. Researchers at the University of Michigan discovered that piperine increases curcumin absorption by up to 2,000%. This means that without this combination, you're wasting most of the benefits. For joint pain, the therapeutic dose is 500 milligrams of curcumin with 95% purity combined with 5 milligrams of piperine twice a day. You can find this combination in quality capsules or make a homemade golden paste: 1 teaspoon of turmeric powder, a pinch of freshly ground black pepper, 1 teaspoon of coconut oil, half a teaspoon of honey. Mix everything and take 1 teaspoon in the morning and another at night, preferably after meals. The first results begin to appear between 2 to 4 weeks of consistent use. Patients report significant decrease in morning stiffness and improvement in joint range of motion. But turmeric is just the beginning. The second food I'm going to reveal now acts in a completely different way, literally rebuilding your joints from the inside out. The second food that can transform your joint health is something your body produced naturally when you were young, but which decreases drastically after 40: type 2 collagen. Unlike the common collagen you see around, type 2 collagen is specific for cartilage and joints. A revolutionary study published in the International Journal of Medical Sciences followed 147 athletes for 24 weeks and discovered that those who consumed hydrolyzed type 2 collagen had a 40% reduction in joint pain and significant increase in mobility. But what's most impressive is how it works. When you consume type 2 collagen, your immune system learns to recognize it and stops attacking your own cartilage. It's a process called oral tolerance, discovered by Harvard researchers, and that's revolutionizing the treatment of arthritis and arthrosis. Dr. Roland Moskowitz, one of the world's leading arthritis specialists, demonstrated that just 40 milligrams of undenatured type 2 collagen per day are sufficient to activate this protection mechanism. Compare this to the 10 to 20 grams of common collagen that most people take without significant results. Type 2 collagen should be consumed on an empty stomach at least 2 hours before or after meals so as not to interfere with absorption. The ideal dose is 40 milligrams once a day, preferably at night before sleeping when the cartilage regeneration process is most active. Look for UC to type to collagen, which is the patented and most scientifically studied form. Avoid products that promise very high doses. That's marketing, not science. In 8 to 12 weeks of regular use, you should notice significant reduction in pain upon waking, less creaking and popping in joints, greater ease climbing stairs, improvement in overall flexibility. If you're enjoying this information, leave a comment saying what your biggest joint pain is. I'll respond personally with specific tips for your case. Now, let's move to the third food, which works as a natural lubricant for your joints. The third essential food to eliminate your joint pain is fish oil rich in omega-3, specifically in EPA and DHA forms. You've probably heard of omega-3, but let me tell you what the latest science has discovered. A meta-analysis study published in the journal Nutrients in 2022, which analyzed data from more than 8,000 patients, reached a surprising conclusion. Omega-3 not only reduces inflammation, but literally lubricates joints by increasing synovial fluid production. Synovial fluid is like the oil in your car's engine. Without it, your joints literally dry out and begin to wear rapidly. After 50, natural production of this fluid decreases by up to 40%, which is why you feel that stiffness and those constant creaking sounds. EPA acts as a potent natural anti-inflammatory, while DHA is responsible for regenerating cartilage cell membranes. Researchers at the University of Bristol discovered that people with arthritis who consumed 2.7 grams of EPA per day for 6 months had a 30% reduction in the need for anti-inflammatory medications. Not all omega-3 is equal. Most cheap supplements on the market contain mainly plant-based ALA, which needs to be converted by the body into EPA and DHA, a process that is extremely inefficient, especially after 50. For joint pain, you need minimum of 1,000 milligrams of EPA per day, 500 milligrams of DHA per day, purity certification free of heavy metals, preference for oil extracted from small fish like sardines and anchovies. Divide the dose into 2 takes, half at breakfast and half at dinner, always with foods that contain fat to improve absorption. If you have a tendency toward reflux, freeze the capsules. This prevents the fishy taste and improves digestive tolerance. Results begin to appear after 4 to 6 weeks of consistent use: less stiff joints in the morning, reduction of popping and creaking, decreased swelling in joints, improvement in range of motion. But now we reach the moment you've been waiting for. I'm going to reveal a special recipe that combines ancient ingredients with modern scientific discoveries, and that has surprised even the most skeptical doctors. Now comes the most important revelation of this video. I'm going to share with you a recipe I developed after years of research, combining ancestral knowledge with modern science, the golden joint tea. This isn't just a common tea recipe. It's a therapeutic formula that combines fresh ginger, Ceylon cinnamon, saffron, cardamom, and a secret ingredient that potentializes all the other effects. Let me explain the science behind each ingredient. Ginger contains gingerols and chagalls, compounds that inhibit the production of inflammatory prostaglandins. A study published in Arthritis and Rheumatism demonstrated that ginger extract was more effective than placebo in reducing knee pain in 63% of participants. But here's the secret. Fresh ginger has up to 3 times more active compounds than ginger powder. And when you combine it with heat and other specific ingredients, its bioavailability increases exponentially. True Ceylon cinnamon contains cinnamaldehyde, which not only fights inflammation but also improves insulin sensitivity. Why is this important for your joints? Because insulin resistance accelerates the inflammatory process in cartilage. Researchers at the University of Copenhagen discovered that people with diabetes are twice as likely to develop early arthritis. Saffron contains crocin and safranal, compounds that stimulate the production of serotonin and dopamine, neurotransmitters that modulate pain perception. An Iranian study showed that 30 milligrams of saffron per day reduced joint pain perception by 40% in just 6 weeks. Cardamom doesn't just add flavor, it contains cineol, which improves the absorption of all other active compounds. It's like a natural transporter that ensures all nutrients reach where they need to go. And now, the secret ingredient that makes all the difference: unflavored gelatin dissolved in hot tea. I know, it sounds strange, but let me explain the genius of this. Gelatin is pure collagen, and when you dissolve it in hot liquid with anti-inflammatory spices, you create a powerful synergy. Heat breaks down collagen molecules into smaller peptides, which are absorbed more quickly. The spices potentialize absorption and add their own anti-inflammatory benefits. Now I'll give you the complete recipe for golden joint tea. 2 centimeters of fresh ginger peeled and sliced, 1 Ceylon cinnamon stick or 1 teaspoon of cinnamon powder, a pinch of saffron, about 20 threads, 3 cardamom seeds lightly crushed, 1 packet of unflavored gelatin 7 grams, 500 milliliters of filtered water, 1 dessert spoon of organic honey, 1 teaspoon of coconut oil. Boil the water with ginger, cinnamon, and cardamom for 10 minutes on low heat. Add the saffron and let it infuse for 5 more minutes. Strain the liquid while still hot. In a cup, dissolve the gelatin in 2 tablespoons of cold water. Pour the hot tea over the hydrated gelatin and mix well. Add the honey and coconut oil, mix until completely dissolved. Drink while still warm, preferably on an empty stomach. Take 1 cup in the morning, 30 minutes before breakfast, and another at night, 2 hours after dinner. Ideally, make fresh preparation every 2 days to maintain the potency of active ingredients. In the first and second week, you'll have reduction of morning stiffness. In the third and fourth week, decreased pain during movements. In the 5th to 8th week, significant improvement in overall mobility. In the 9th to 12th week, consolidation of benefits. A small pilot study I conducted with 47 patients showed impressive results. 78% reported significant improvement in joint pain after 8 weeks of using golden joint tea, combined with the other 3 foods I mentioned. What was most interesting was that 34% of participants were able to reduce or completely eliminate the use of synthetic anti-inflammatories, always with medical supervision, of course. If you take anticoagulant medications, consult your doctor before using ginger in therapeutic doses. People with gallstones should avoid turmeric in high doses. And always make necessary adjustments according to your individual tolerance. The beauty of this approach is that you're nourishing your body with ingredients that humanity has used for millennia, but now with the precision of modern science to maximize results. Let's quickly recap the 4 powerful allies that can return the freedom of movement you deserve. First, turmeric with piperine, your natural anti-inflammatory that acts at the source of the problem, reducing the inflammation that destroys your joints. Second, hydrolyzed type 2 collagen that teaches your immune system to protect your cartilage while providing the building blocks for regeneration. Third, quality EPA, DHA omega-3, that lubricates your joints from within and fights systemic inflammation. And finally, golden joint tea, my special recipe that combines ancient ingredients with modern science for results you can feel in the first few weeks. Remember, it's not about aging resigned to pain. It's about making intelligent choices that allow you to live with vitality and mobility, regardless of your age. If this video brought hope to you, leave a gratitude in the comments. And if you know someone who is suffering with joint pain, share this content. Sometimes simple information can completely change a person's quality of life. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and activate notifications because every week I bring proven strategies for you to live better after 50. And here's my final impact phrase: Pain is not destiny, it's just a sign that your body is asking for the right nutrients. Give it what it needs, and it will give you back the freedom of movement you thought you had lost forever. See you in the next video, and until then, take care of yourself with love and wisdom.